No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Coming out with it, it's Miles. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Receiver comes in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about?
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanting to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
And the Red Raiders are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Woods. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the catch at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Vols can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Swings it out to his running back. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
To the air, it's Carr. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And the Volunteers are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Looking left. Pulls it in. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it on the run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
The Vols are threatening on first and goal. Pushes for the goal line. Touchdown Volunteers! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
Tennessee 7, Texas Tech 0.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Miles. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets him to the 28. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He turns it loose to the left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's going to be a tough throw for the quarterback to make, right? He's right-handed, he's rolling to his left, and that throw is going way down the field. So he's not going to be able to get all the velocity he wants. He didn't have the accuracy either, and that's a bad combination, and that's a big part of why that ball was intercepted.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. To the air, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Sperry. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. The Volunteers headed quickly to the line. They'll They'll go right back to the run. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats.
Tennessee 7, Texas Tech 0.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Tennessee.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he goes out of bounds short of the marker. I don't think he got close.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Lewis. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Power football with the run. Got enough for the 1st. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big game for the offense.
It's complete on the right side. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Looking for a man. It's Woods. Fires to the right. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
The snap sets up to throw. Wide out trying to get it in.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Crosses midfield. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown ball. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Miles. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Woods. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gentry. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Lewis. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires left. He's got it. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Shoots it to the left. Got a man. It's Hess. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got his man on the right. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
Back to pass, it's Woods. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they fail to hook up on third down.
And this just hasn't hit his day, man. He's already thrown some interceptions and leaving the ball short, like just not getting to his receiver. He's got to do something to change the mojo up because right now he's not playing well. And at this rate, he might be going to the pine.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. And it's right down the boulevard. Now the lead is down to 11. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, it doesn't get much bigger than a couple of top 5 teams going toe-to-toe. Here's the latest on this gigantic showdown. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense. They're up by 18 over South Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this top 5 matchup you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The give to the tailback. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive.
Gonna let it fly. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big.
He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, 3 plays into this drive, and it's apparent what this offense wants to do. They're going to take shots down the field. They're going to be aggressive.
Wants to throw. It's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Tennessee.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. And he gets the interception and finally run out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total under and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Firing to the right, complete. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Rushes on him. And they can't make the connection on third down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Sperry. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before. moves the chains.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Is the heat giving him some kind of mirage and he thought he saw fourth down someplace? It's not fourth down, and the punt team's on the field. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to pass. It's Woods. They're working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes.
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Here's the return. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Quarterback now breaking the field. Never has to leave the pocket and fires over the middle. Intercepted. Got some room to run. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And the defense makes a big play, and you could see the quarterback. Once he bought time, started to roll to his left, the defense all reacts, comes to that side of the field, breaks on the football. He couldn't put enough mustard on it because he was running to his left. Defense takes advantage, forces the interception.
Great place to start for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to buy time. The throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Stepping to the right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. So first down, we'll open up the final period. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Woods. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. From the gun. Going for 6. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Now on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Got the big tight end on the corner route. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Vols with the 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And man, is it nice just to have this guy right here. Like, give him the football, and they're going to give it to him early, and they're going to give it to him often. And a lot of times we see, man, late in the games, just like right here, he makes those big plays, wears down the defenses, and he is a handful late.
And the Volunteers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Little. Turning it on!
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're at home. We got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
The Vols back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll try to get outside. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the 1st down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football.
Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Timeout, Tennessee.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Carr. He caught it! They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
First and goal.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.